Hello, I'm Marjorie Maddox, coming to you from north central Pennsylvania, and I'm going to read just short selections from two brand new books, Small Earthly Space, which focuses on the environment, and Seeing Things, which focuses on daughter-mother relationships and that blurry line between truth and lie in society. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen so you can see my collaborations with photographer Karen Elias, and see the interaction between the two of us. So here we go. The cover. Early morning adoration. Pale sky too shy to praise itself. Trees are the first to name glory, tangled in their tresses. What can the breeze proclaim but yes, when boughs that could bow down to dying instead raise bare twigs in winter adoration? And on a snowy, sleety day in Pennsylvania, this seemed to be an appropriate one to start with. This book was inspired by several quotations by Allie Smith in her lyrical novel companion piece. And we follow the curlew bird throughout the United States and even into other countries to witness some of the things that are going on in our world. Here's one of those. Tongue-tied. Or if the saints are short of something to say, the curlew brings them books full of things God would like them to say. This the curlew knows. Even saints stutter, falter, minds numb, letters toppling without warning to unchosen muteness, all well-conceived words swollen in the throat or limp on the tongue or stillborn in the damp cave of the mouth. Like Moses, insight tangled and knotted, the reluctant leader pleading to be excused. Or worse, the willing lips yielding only decorative doodles, curlicues on fading parchment, no visionary vowels, no consonants constructed upon either rock or sand, not even shaped by arrogance into one rough stone for the Tower of Babel. Not a syllable, not a sound. It's then the bird comes, God's spirit lifting its wings, navigating its singular path. The curlew, now both carrier pigeon and stork, delivers its blessing, ecstasy of words. This the saint knows. And a very timely poem. This was written after the 2018 wildfire in Curlew, Washington. The witnesses. Near the confluence of Long Alec Creek and the Kettle River, the curlew watches its namesake, town of 100, as residents stare toward the west, inhale fear. Smoke rewrites the sky where the curlew once flew. Flames attack its map and habitat. Ridgelines pulse with what is singed, feathers, pines, mountains, horizon streaked with regret and the burnt promises of those not there to witness. The incineration of branch, the contagion of spark, the long, slow burn of loss. O curlew and curlews, obscure enough to hide once within these safe acres, even you grief has found, even you. And this book also has a number of different types of flowers woven throughout. One of those recurring motifs, images, is the poppy. Poppy and Polaris. Prima donna in full skirt, tenor flirt winking night. On stage you crisscross, transform into petal star and blossom light. Two bright notes staccato in a Morse code of glow. Applause. Applause. And the second book that is coming out at the end of February, February 28th, is Seeing Things, which focuses on memory, illness, and their ramifications particularly a relationship of daughter and mother, and then another generation of mother and daughter, a mother entering the beginning stages of dementia, a daughter struggling with depression, and also these very blurry lines we face now in society between truth and lie. So I'm going to exit my screen here and just read these to you um, more straightforwardly. So this first piece is based on the Thailand cave rescue. So many of you may remember that in 2018, where a team of young soccer boys were trapped in a cave and then rescued. But it's also about the fear of not being able to protect our children. Arise. This is the prayer of all parents, in whispers, in screams, in the near silent gasp, sinking to groan outside the dark cave of the dead and the maybe gone. Who can tell what the gruesome air is chewing? The unknown hovering its blind hope too high, too high. This is your language, this mine, lament swirling the undercurrent of belly, twisting the tunnel's neck into blind holes, dead ends, while the now maimed but still living parents beg, arise, come forth. Come forth, the doctor priest I don't know commands my child, who has barricaded herself behind boulders of her own making, too large. Too large, she cries, when the divers swim under, around, instruct her to breathe more deeply the length of her labyrinth, that turns now into stones not thrown, but shouldered by the belief of swimmers, by the petitions of ancients, by the precise calculations of strangers, marking the thin space between supplications rising daily in a common language of grief or relief, swallowed again and again in the narrow cavern of waiting, someone else's words bobbing steadily in the dark night of the cold, the faithful ritual of rescue ready to begin again for this child and this one, and even mine, miles below belief and barely breathing. Alzheimer's, Obad. She wakes to gray, no words to guide the way towards sun. His unfamiliar face seems kind enough. She nods hello. Just yesterday she knew his eyes, but now this morning's mind welcomes the past, but not the day. She was someone, woman who woke at 3 a.m. to sing her restless son to sleep, whose calm her cause for celebration. Today the dawn brings no clarity. Yet still the stranger comes and draws her curtains wide. She thinks outside is where she left her life. Daughters, a son who meets sunrise without her. Look, the light is brighter now. The kind man helps her stand. To see the morning sun, she takes his hand. And I'll end with the last poem in the book, Seeing Things, a poem of hope. There are a number of odes woven throughout the entire collection. And again, this is the final poem. Ode to Everything. Enough of the lamentations. Open the window and sing. The world is awash with world, color dripping globe always tilting into some ah or another. Clouds stretching wide, plump happiness. Even in the noisy stage show of showers, such sunny ovations. And the birds overpopulating every poem swoop here for free. Swallow, hawk, robin, gull, eagle, what else can be written but wings that wave horizon to horizon? And enough of windows, praise doors, step out with arms open and eyes gathering vim and vision. grandeur trailing from worm and woodchuck, branch puzzles of wood's open boat of breeze, all brimming with hey and hallelujah and celebrate. Such green giving of thanks, such miraculous mercy of earth, calm valley, and even this rugged rocky chain we climb now as family, claiming praise as respite, holding close each breaking day, dangerous yet divine in all its gorgeous glory. Thanks for having me, and I hope you enjoyed excerpts from these two brand new books, Small Earthly Space and Seeing Things. Again, this is Marjorie Maddox. Thank you.